Airbnb is dead for some properties. What a lot of people don't realize and understand about this business, what we call service accommodation, in America they call it short-term lets, short-term rental. This business comprises of rental properties of all different sizes. So we're starting from studios, 1 beds, 2 beds, 3 beds, 4 beds, 5 beds, up to 10 beds, up to hotels. For each individual different property represents a slightly different strategy. Now, you could be in an area, you could be operating with a studio, for example, in one area, and that studio is doing amazing. It's booking every single week, it's booking every single month, short term, long term. And then fast forward a couple of months, it could be completely empty. And this is because the way that people book things and the reasons why people book vary at different points of the year, and circumstances to do with the government and various different factors can affect all these different types of stays. And that's why it's really important to really diversify. I mean, of late I've decided to move away from studios and 1 beds, and I'm focusing more on properties that are 3 bedrooms plus. And the reason why is because when you're looking at the rental prices, let's say for example a studio is £800 a month. Now I might be able to get a 3 bedroom house for £1,200 a month. Now the nightly rate that I can get on the 3 bedroom house with a garden, because I can add amenities into it, is very different to a studio. So I might be able to get £70 to £90 a night max on a studio. But for a 3 bedroom, if it can accommodate enough people and it has the right amenities, you can get up to 200 to 250 to maybe even 300 on the weekends. Now that makes a big difference when you're operating this type of business. And the interesting thing is, with a 3 bed, for example, if you are renting it out and it's not getting much bookings, you can rent the same property that's a 3 bed to someone that's looking for a studio. So someone's looking for a studio, your property isn't booking, you can say, look, I've got a 3 bed, I'll drop the price, and you can get it booked. So the larger the property, the more opportunity you get, and the more ability it allows you to book, depending on your strategy. Now, there are certain tricks and certain things that you can do to get more inquiries with larger property. Ultimately, you get more bang for your buck with a larger property. But the most important thing is negotiating the right rental price. That is honestly critical, because if your rent is too high, it's not going to work. You might do well in the summer, but as soon as it gets off peak, you're going to be really struggling, and eventually it's not going to work. The idea is to go into this business and do it long term, be able to operate long term. Now, I've noticed a lot of people, sometimes people that are trained, sometimes people that I've come across, they want to do this business, but they want it to be easy. Nothing's really easy. I'm going to be honest. It's not easy. Especially this business. This business is quite challenging. There's a lot of things that can cause you stress, a lot of things that can really challenge you. But once you understand and you learn and you know how it works, you can then move in the direction that suits your style of management or your style of operating your business. And you can start to master, what you're good at. And once you do that, it enables you to be able to succeed ultimately. But it's so important that if you're doing this business, you really know what you want to do. Because if you don't, then you're going to have a lot of issues. So I hope this helps. Thank you.